Wii Wonders!
Welcome, wonderful watchers, to Wii Wonders, a Wii game review series by me, Souldin of the Grin Brothers. This episode will cover the Wii game Eledees, an action first-person shooter game developed by Konami Digital Entertainment and published by Konami. Let's begin playing then. It's waggle time!
Story time!
The world of Eledees is much like our own, except for a key difference that started long ago in a time of darkness. It was a time of no light, electricity, or fire. Just darkness. A bolt of lightning struck the earth one day, though, and with it brought forth glowing creatures known as Eledees. It was these mysterious Eledees that gave the people light, electricity, and fire, which seemingly can't be produced through other means. In any case, a friendship formed between the Eledees and humans, with society soon forming around this friendship. So naturally our protagonist is a 10-year-old boy who hates Eledees, Kai. This is because Kai is the son of two Eledee researchers, who are often too busy with work to spend time with him, even leaving Kai alone in the house to study an enormous blackout causing lightning bolt. When Kai discovers he can't watch TV because of the blackout, he blames the Eledees, grabs his dad's gravity-manipulating capture gun, and sets off to catch all the Eledees. Now, as you may have already noticed on screen, this simple tale of a boy hunting down electric creatures because he believes them to be responsible for him missing his favourite TV show is conveyed to us through cutscenes featuring some of the most jaw-droppingly beautiful artwork to ever grace gaming. It is magical art that makes every cutscene a treat to look forward to. These fairy tale aesthetic pictures even weave into the game's characters, with Kai's mother having a hobby of drawing picture books in the same style as the cutscenes. The other means to which the story of Eledees is told to us is through notes that Kai makes, jotting down his observations and recapping the events of a level. It is annoying that you have to go out of your way to read these, but they are praiseworthy in how they give an impressive insight into the character of Kai. He comes across as a very believable 10-year-old boy, with a manner of thinking that ranges from crafty to simple, and overall is presented as childish yet still likeable and sympathetic.
I already have it. I just didn't tell anyone.
But be careful with that gun. It breaks easily. Now, I'm busy. Gotta go.
Huh? Dad isn't going to come home? Isn't he worried about me? Huh? What's that sound?
Instruction time!
You control the game of Eledees with the Wii Remote and Nunchuck, utilising only the top half of the remote. Ultimately, most of the Wii Remote's commands boil down to pointing or firing, with the option for either the A or B button to shoot the capture gun's energy beam. Aiming said capture gun's energy beam is done with the Wii Remote's motion controls, pointing where you desire to fire and then pulling off a variety of things from turning, twisting, pushing, throwing, and more. Unsurprisingly, the plus button is used to pause, though it also brings up a menu that allows you to take pictures if you so wish to. The D-pad also gets a teensy bit of usage, but only as the method of item selection in the edit mode of the game. As for the nunchuck, well, the control stick is used for movement, although the camera angle is based off the Wii Remote pointer, whilst the C and Z buttons are used to have Kai stretch up or crouch down respectively. Given the height gained from stretching up, either Kai grows taller when pressing the C button, or he is actually a really tall kid with poor back posture. These controls are easy to grasp and swiftly become second nature, with the choice of using the A or B button to fire the capture gun being a welcomed matter of preference. The motion controls are a bit more mixed. They do a decent job recognising the pointer's direction and actions, but they respond a little too well. The controls are quite sensitive, even on lowered sensitivity settings, and the rapid rate the reticle moves can make precision tricky in a game that demands a fair touch of precision, particularly for challenges.
Action time!
Speaking of challenge, this all-ages game packs a lot of it across its multiple stages, mode variations, and bonuses to aim for. The standard themes common across the 4 variations of story mode stages and its multiplayer are ones of exploration, hide and seek, first-person shooting, light puzzle solving, and physics. You'll search for the Eledees in stages, both big and small, interacting with common household objects, building site equipment, local town features, and amusement park attractions in order to lure out the Eledees and zap them to capture them. The interaction with said objects is more than just shooting them, as Kai's capture gun doubles as a grapple beam, allowing him to toss objects at enemies, twist taps to turn them on, smash items to gain power-ups, and precisely place a chicken into an oven, all resulting in more Eledees for capture. The objective is either to capture the most Eledees to garner the highest score possible, or to garner enough Eledees to reach a specific score, depending on the mode selected. Capturing more Eledees within a stage opens up more options for finding Eledees, whether it be allowing you to activate electronics or increasing the strength of the gravity gun. At the start, Kai will struggle to move a chair or flower pot, for example, and yet by the end of the stage you'll be throwing about buildings. It's not only a nifty way to find more Eledees, but also amusing in the chaos brought forth. By the end of the game, I was bestowed the title of King of Destruction. I wonder why.
Okay, maybe I've become a little bit too powerful.
You'll track down over 12 different types of Eledees through 3 stage environments: my house, my town, and the amusement park. You'll often end up exploring familiar locations multiple times on different stages, particularly early on. However, the game does spice things up in plentiful ways. You may encounter different Eledees, such as the black Eledees that attack you, or the orange Eledees that fly about, or have different conditions affecting the stage, be it lowered gravity or a limit to how many objects you're allowed to break. These elements are gradually introduced, giving you time to adjust to them, along with expansive stages with a shed load of interactable items. Oh yes, and power-up items also exist to spice things up, though they can often be a nuisance to smash open and activate. Replayability is a key aspect of this game, be it the score and ranking nature of the stages, the secretive trio of pink Eledees per stage, or the additional modes unlocked for finding said pink Eledees. These include the time-limiting score attack mode, the leisurely and explorative eternal mission mode, and the specific objective challenge mission mode. The last of these is the most unique, assigning the player with a difficult task or puzzle to complete without much basis on the assigned stage. These are most definitely a challenge and often blur the line between fun and frustrating, but oh so satisfying to complete.
Yes! Woo! And 42 seconds. Yeah. Booyah!
Multiplayer is also a component of this game, with up to 4 players able to take on score attack missions based around the story mode stages. It's a bit restrictive in how it is not split screen. Player 1 controls the camera and movement, which gives them an unfair advantage in the competition to see who can capture the most Eledees and gain the most watts. The true appeal of the mode is being able to play on custom stages you've made in the edit mode. This edit mode allows you to mix and match the story mode stages and assets to create new levels, as well as assign different conditions and mechanics. It's easy to use and has a ton of customizability, even allowing you to adjust the starting strength of the gravity gun so you can goof off and throw buildings from the get-go. Its one drawback is how the unlocking of objects for usage in this mode is a tad odd. For example, I wanted to make a stage about dodging tanks to collect bread to put in toasters in order to gather Eledees. It makes sense if you play the game. Only to discover that whilst I had unlocked the toaster object, I had not unlocked the bread object to interact with it. The last mode is the Extras mode, which includes typical bonus features such as a movie library to rewatch cutscenes, an album to store the pictures you are able to take, and more. You can read up info on both objects and Eledees alike, and even see all the various Eledees interacting with one another, including the boss Eledees, which I forgot to mention. There are boss battles in this game, simple, time-restricted fights where you fling objects at an Eledee with unique patterns until their health bar goes woo down. They are enjoyable. As you will have been able to tell on screen, the graphics of this game ranges from okay to mesmerising. I could gush all day about the cutscenes and their quality, but there isn't much to say about the in-game graphics. It's plain but clear. Serviceable. There are some neat set pieces though, such as Dad's secret room, and the amusement park was a vivid location for this nighttime set game. The music is great, honestly, and with the cool option of being able to have any of the stage's soundtracks play on any of the stages, upon being a stage to unlock its music, of course. There are a good range of slower and faster beats to listen to as you collect Eledees, many ideally suiting several stages whilst others can be unfitting but still sound great. Sound effects definitely deserve praise, as numerous identifiable buzzes and chimes are used to indicate things in a clear and informative manner. When something appears or is activated, you'll know.
Ending time.
Waggle time is over, and the 2 questions left to answer are as follows. What are my overall thoughts on this game, and who do I recommend this game for? Eledees is a game that grows more enjoyable the longer you play, be it from grasping the motion controls, the larger stages, the added conditions, and through unlocking more objects for use in the edit mode. Replayability is encouraged, and at first you might need to tackle stages multiple times due to its deceptive difficulty. Keep trying and stick with the game and you'll be rewarded. Stages get more interesting, the boss battles are exciting, you see more of the gorgeous artwork and witness more of Kai, easily one of the best written children characters I can think of. As to who I would recommend this game for, well, first of all, those with stamina. This game can be quite taxing on the body as well as the mind, so patience is also a virtue highly suggested to be compatible with this game. Otherwise, Eledees can be well suited for a range of people, despite its dashes of difficulty. Puzzle solvers will delight in figuring out the correct object interactions to locate more Eledees, and chaos lovers will delight in the mania of a powered up gravity gun and the possibilities of its edit mode. And of course, those who enjoy high scores are more than accommodated for here. Whether you choose to play the Wii Wonder that is Eledees is up to you, but either way, I hope you enjoyed this review and thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. Cheerio!